Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes, today is a special day indeed. I have a movie review, a long overdue movie review. This year I'm going back to basics and will try to review more movies for you. Today's movie, as the title states, it's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and I have a special person with me here who's gonna help me.
Hi, I'm Julia.
Julio's here and we're going to review Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This video will contain some spoilers, so if you have not watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I suggest you stop watching this video and go out and watch it. You have been warned. I will not spoil the entire thing, but there will be some spoilers. As always, we will start with a little synopsis as to what the movie is about, and then move on to stuff that I like and stuff that I think does not work for the movie. Okay, without further ado, let's get started.
This movie is a Miles Morales movie. This is the ultimate Spider-Man origin story.
This movie is about how Miles becomes Spider-Man, all while trying to stop Kingpin and Doc Ock, as well as other Spider-Man villains from destroying the universe as well as other universes. In this story, Miles is a young kid who is offered a place at a prestigious boarding school on the other side of town. He isn't very happy about attending, but his dad's a cop and his mom's a nurse. His dad thinks attending the school will benefit him and his future. He is a really smart kid, but isn't very happy about being the new kid at school and leaving all of his friends behind.
He really likes us. One day, he sneaks out for seeing his uncle.
They go to an abandoned part of the subway and Miles begins to spray paint the wall with his art. And there is where Miles encounters the spider. He wakes up the next day and notices that something's changed. He is taller and he has sticky fingers.
He goes back to the subway to find the spider.
He continues to look around and walks right into the middle of a fight between this version's Peter Parker Spider-Man and the Green Goblin. Spider-Man notices that Miles is just like him and tells him that once he's done, he will help him learn how to use his powers. But unfortunately, this version's Peter Parker Spider-Man doesn't make it out of the fight. Before his untimely demise, though, he tells Miles to destroy Kingpin's plans or the world is going to end. This is as far as I'll go with the synopsis. I don't want to spoil the entire movie. If you've seen the trailers to the movie, then you already know what's going to happen and that he's going to meet other Spider-Man throughout the movie. So this is as far as we will go.
Now let's talk about the stuff that works.
I think the movie has a very unique way of telling the story as well as introducing the characters. It shows us a comic book cover after the new Spider-Man person enters the story and also gives us a quick recap as to how the Spider-Man person becomes Spider-Man or Spider-Woman and how they entered Miles' universe.
We all know Peter Parker's story, but we don't know the Spider-Man character.
I'm sure if you're a Miles Morales fan, you probably wanted Donald Glover to voice him for the movie, but Shameik Moore is actually very good as Miles Morales, and it sounds like everyone who was involved in the movie is having a really good time. It's funny. I think the old version of Peter Parker from the other dimension is incredibly funny, in an ironic kind of way. This version of Spider-Man isn't very surprised by anything anymore. He's just going through the motions. At this point, he knows there's a bad guy and he's the only one that can stop them. So that's kind of funny. I'm also a sucker for Spider-Man Noir. I think that version of Spider-Man just looks so incredibly cool. He comes from a universe where everything is black and white. And of course from a different time period. He's just amazing. He has such a cool design. And he's voiced by Nicolas fucking Cage. So yeah, pretty awesome.
The music really set the tone. Whoever chose the music did a great job.
Now let's move on to stuff that I think didn't work for the movie. There's only one thing that I had issues with, which isn't even a big issue, and that is the style of animation. This movie looks like it's straight out of a comic book, which helps it but also hurts it, and here's why. Because it takes so much inspiration from the way comics are made, the shading, the coloring, all of that it kind of takes a little while for your eyes to kind of adjust to the way that it's animated. Sometimes, at least for me, I kept thinking, is this supposed to be in 3D? Why is it blurry? So it took me some time to adapt to it. Now, with that being said, I totally recommend this movie, and that might not be an issue for you if you watch it, but for me, it kind of was. only in the first like 30-15 minutes because I needed to kind of adjust to the way it was animated. I really like this movie. I definitely suggest you watch it. If you're a Spider-Man fan, if you're an MCU fan, if you're a superhero fan, this movie is amazing. It's very well put together. And yeah, guys, that's it from me. Till next time, bye.